You can pause and rewind any section of this video if you need to rewatch it for extra help. Today we're going to learn how to represent visual ideas both 2D and in 3D. Start by looking at the different sides of our objects. We have front view, top view, and side view. Start by drawing a box roughly the size of your object. I'm dividing my box in half and then working out the proportions of areas by using more boxes. If you don't feel comfortable freehanding a circle, you can try this technique. Create diagonal lines within your square to find the center and divide into thirds. Create a curved line between the vertical and horizontal lines, using the third as a marker. Here it is again, and just readjust if you need to. Fix errors before you erase them. Use your planning lines to help you guide other objects within your design. Refine details and add final touches to the design, like rounded corners. Erasing any unnecessary draft lines. Now let's draw the details on the top view, breaking them down into each section and repeating our technique. The side view of our object is quite plain and simple, but these kind of orthogonal drawings are very important. They show detailed views of an object for manufacturing purposes, including orthogonal projection, isometric drawings that are drawn to represent 3D form. Let's draw this object as an isometric form. Start by drawing your crate roughly to the size that you need. Draw lightly so you can correct mistakes. We're going to begin the same way I did with the two-dimensional. Start by drawing objects within your crate to break down the spaces and make sure that they're even. Again, using the same technique to make a circle, dividing each diagonal line to 3, and then gently creating a curve between those lines and the vertical and horizontal to create those curves. And now that we've created an isometric view, that side view becomes more relevant and shows the object in a 3D form. Let's get to designing. I want to design a phone cover and somehow include another desk element, so maybe holding pens. Let's get ready and make a start. To ensure you're getting straight or right angles, you can use the bottom of your page to line up a ruler along the straight edge so that all your measurements are the same. Use the smaller 30-degree angle on your set square to create your isometric drawing. You can adjust the set square by moving it along the straight edge ruler at the bottom of your page. And remember, all ascending and descending lines should be used on that right angle edge, while other areas are created using the 30-degree angles on the set square. Here I've made a little bit of an error as my lines don't match up. I'm simply going to redraw that before I erase my mistake, just so I'm sure that I'm correcting the right section. Here on this lower section, I've decided not to have a little hole there, but to actually make that a flat piece. To make a little foot for the phone so it stays in place on the stand, I'm just gonna lift up a little wall here, making sure to have my vertical lines with that right angle, and then to use the 30 degrees with my set square. 30 degrees the other way to close off the measurement. And now I can remove any draft lines. And now I want to show this section as an empty space. So I'm going to use my vertical line and make a line on the inside of that object. Additionally, I can add tone to create that form by making a hatched line, so lines going across one way to make a shadow, and then to go the other way creates a cross hatch and adds even more shadow. Now I'm going to continue the design process using a range of orthogonal front view drawings an isometric 3-sided view, creating that crate again to start with, and then adjusting it to use whichever image best represents what I'm trying to create. Try and make your designs unique. You can create quick rough sketches to help visualize and develop your ideas. And once you've done that, you can build them up into more detailed drawings. Use tone in specific areas to show shadow and depth. Try a variety of different angles and perspectives. Still try to keep your designs unique with some interesting variations between them. You can use fine liner to add any final touches and details, and some colour if it's important to your design. Happy designing!